The stage she was talking about. That's kind of cute.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's neat, huh? This was all built especially by the old ones, you know.
Oh yeah.
There's no way it's going to work.
Either you're lucked out because they're late. That or my clock is wrong.
No, your clock's right.
This guy she has to kiss.
When that I was and a tiny little boy with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy. For the rain it raineth every day, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain it raineth every day.
Music be the food of love. Play on. Give me incessant, surfeiting. The appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again. It has dying fall. It came on my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough. No more. It is not so sweet now as it was before. Oh, spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity, receiveth as the sea, not enters there of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price, even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy that it alone is high fantastical.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What, Curia?
The hart, the deer.
Why, so I do. The noblest that I have, oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, as since pursue me. How now, if news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years heat, shall not behold her face at ample view, but like a cloistress she will veiled walk, and watch her once a day her chamber round with eye-offending tears. All this, to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
She that hath the heart of that fine frame to pay this debt of love but to a brother? How will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her? When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones, are all supplied and filled her sweet perfections with one self-king. Away before me to sweet beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich and canopied with boughs.
What country, friends, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
What should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailors?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Poor brother. So perchance may he be.
True, madam. And to comfort you a chance assure yourself after our ship did split, when you and those poor numbers saved with you hung in our driving boat. I saw your brother. Most providence apparel binds himself. Courage and hope both teaching him the practice to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope the like of him. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam, well. For I was bred and born that 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, and nature has a name,
What is the name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence. Then it was fresh in rumor that he did seek the love of fair Olivia,
What's she?
a virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, whose dear love they say she hath abjured the company and sight of men.
I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I had made mine own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That were hard to compass, because she would admit to no kind of suit. No, not the duke's.
There is a fair behavior in thee, captain. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as an attendant to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing, and speak to him in any sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. Else mayhap the time I will commit, only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his attendant, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
What a plague means, my niece, to take the death of a brother thus?
By my troth, Sir Toby must come in earlier a night. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your ill hours. You must confine yourself within the modest limit of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in. I be these boots too. And they not? Let them hang themselves in their own straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday. And of a foolish knight that you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Who? Sir Andrew Aguecheek?
Aye, he.
He's as tall a man as any's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
He has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he'll have but a year in all these ducats. He's a very fool and a prodigal.
Oh, why did you say so? He speaks 3 or 4 languages word for word without book, and hath all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed, almost natural. For besides that he's a fool, he's a great quarreler.
By this hand, there are scoundrels and detractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add moreover he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there is passage in my throat and drink in Illyria.
Toby Bell.
Oh, here comes one.
Toby.
Sir Andrew
Come
Agueface.
now. Sir Toby Bell.
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Accost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good Mistress Mary Accost.
You mistake, knight. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
And let thou part so, Sir Andrew, thou mightest never draw sword again.
And you part so, mistress, I would I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Mary, but you shall have, and here's my hand.
Now, sir, thought is free. I pray you, bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart, what's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Why, I think so. I'm not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Very, sir, I have them at my fingers' ends. Now I let go your hand.
Knight, thou lackest a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless you see canary put me down. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I am a great eater of beef, and I believe that does harm to my wit.
No question.
I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, it's 4 to 1 she'll none of me. The Duke himself, your hard boy, woos her.
She'll not know the Duke. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate years nor wit. I've heard her swear to it. Tut man, there's life in it. Huh? Huh?
I'll stay a month longer. I am a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revels, sometimes all together.
What is thy excellence in the galliard, knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper.
I can cut the mutton to it.
And I think I have the back trick simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hid? Is it a world to hide virtues in? I did think by the excellent constitution of thy leg it was formed under the star of a galliard.
Aye, 'tis strong, and it does indifferent well in a flame-colored stock. Shall we set about some rebels?
What shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus! That's sides and heart.
No, it is legs and thighs. But let me see the caper. Oh. Fire! Excellent!
Lord you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He has been only 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence, that you call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
Thank you. Oh, here comes the Duke.
Who saw Cesario? Oh,
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowest no less at all. I will clasp to thee the book even of my secret soul, therefore, good youth, go unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them there thy fixed foot shall stay till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous, and leap all civil bounds other than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord, what then?
Oh, then unfold to her the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in a nuncio's of more grave aspect.
Think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small voice is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is semblance of a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Some 4 or 5 to attend him, all, if you will, for I myself am best when least in company. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord. All his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. And yet a barful strike, where I woo, myself would be his wife.
Nay, nay, nay. Either tell me where thou hast be turned away. Is that not as good as a hanging to you?
Well, many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage. And as for turning away, let summer bear it out.
You are resolute, then?
Not so, neither. But I am resolved on 2 points.
That if one break, the other will hold, or if both break, your gaskins fall.
Apt. And good faith, very apt. Well, go thy way. If Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as witty a piece of Eve's flesh as any in Illyria.
Peace, you rogue. No more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you were best.
God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellow? Take away the lady.
Go to. You're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. Forgive the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry. Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he is no longer dishonest. And if he cannot, let the botcher mend him. Anything that's mended is but patch. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with sin, and sin that amends is but patched with virtue. If that this simple syllogism will serve, so. If not, what remedy? As there is no true cuckold but calamity, so beauty's a flower. The lady bade take away the fool, therefore I say, again, take her away.
Sir, I bade him take away you.
It's prissing in the highest degree. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool. Why mournest thou?
Good fool. For my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Does he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, the better increasing your folly. Oh, Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, that he will not pass his word for tuppence that you are no fool.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged. I protest. I take these wise men that crow so at these set kind of fools, no better than the fool's zanies.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous, guiltless, and of free disposition is to take those things for bird bolts that you deem cannon bullets. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now Mercury endue thee with lying, but thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Duke Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man and well attended.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Lie on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Duke, I am sick, or not at home. What you will to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna. Here he comes. One of thy kin has a most weak pianatter.
By my honor, half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman. Oh, what gentleman?
'Tis a gentleman here. Oh. A peg on these pickled herring.
Sir Toby.
Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery? I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
I marry. What is he?
Let him be the devil and he will. I care not. Give me faith, say I. Oh, that's all one.
drowned man a fool and a madman. One draught above heat makes him a fool, the second mads him, and the third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the coroner, and let him sit a my cut, for he's in the third degree of drink. He's drowned. Go look after him.
He is but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He is fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so. And he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He will speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. As a squash is before 'tis a peas cod, or a codling which is almost an apple. 'Tis with him in standing water between boy and man. He is very well favored, and he speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call in my gentlewomen.
Gentlewomen, my lady calls.
Give me my veil. Puff, throw it over my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy. The honorable lady of the house. Which is she? Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will? Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very comfortable, even to the least sinister usage. Whence came you, sir? I can say little more than I have studied, and that question is out of my part. Good gentleman, give me modest assurance, if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech. Are you a comedian? Oh, my profound heart. Yet by the very fangs of malice, I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house? If I do not usurp myself, I am. Most certain if you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise and then show you the heart of my message. No. Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise. Alas, I took great pains to con it. And 'tis poetical. It is the more like to be feigned. I pray you, keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be stark mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of moon with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue. Tell me your mind, I am a messenger. Oh, sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office. It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter. Yes, you began rudely. What are you? What would you? The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my reception. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation. Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text? Most sweetly. A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text? In Orsino's bosom. In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom? To answer by method, in the first of his heart. I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say? Madam, let me see your face. Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir. Is it not well done? Excellently done. If God did all. 'Tis ingrained, sir. 'Twill endure wind and weather. 'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every particle and utensil labeled to my will. As item, 2 lips, indifferent red. Item, 2 green eyes with lids to them. Item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise
I
me?
see you what you are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Such love could be but recompense, though you are crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and stainless youth, in voices well divulged, free, learned, and valiant, and in dimension and the shape of nature, a gracious person. But yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense, I would not understand it.
But what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contented love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! You should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might too much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortune, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him sin no more, unless, perchance, you come to me again, to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well, I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart a flint whom you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. Oh, I'll be sworn thou art, and thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit to give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Soft, soft. Oh, unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio!
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the Duke's man. He left this ring behind him, would I or not. Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor to hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reason for it. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I do not know what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Oh, fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be. Oh, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me.
The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore I shall crave of you your leave that I may bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me know of you whether you're bound.
No, sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is mere extravagancy. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian. My father was that Sebastian of Messling, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased when we had so ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas, the day.
The lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of men accounted beautiful. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water. Though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
Let me be your servant.
Desire it not. Fare ye well at once. My bosom is full of kindness. And I am yet so near the manners of my mother that upon the least occasion more mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound for Duke Orsino's court. Farewell.
And the gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. Oh, but come what may, I do adore thee so. Well, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace I have since arrived, but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance. She will none of him. And one thing more, that you never be so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
She took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
Left no ring with her. Means this lady. Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much that sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts, distractedly. She loves me. Sure, the cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. And none of my lord's ring. Oh, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as it is, poor lady, she would better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy it is for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we. Such as we are made of, such we be. Let us go. My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day, what thriftless sigh shall poor Olivia breathe? Time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes, and early to bed, as thou knowest.
Nay, my troth, I know not.
be up late is to be up late.
False conclusion. To be up after midnight and to go to bed then is early. So to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Does our life not consist of the four elements?
Faith, so they say. But I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Therefore, let us eat and drink. Mariah, I say a soup of wine.
Here comes the fool with me.
How now, my hearts? Oh, did you never see the picture of we three?
Welcome, ass. Let's have a round.
By my troth, the fool has an excellent breath. I had rather than 40 shillings. I had such a leg. And so sweet a breath to sing as the fool has. In sooth, thou wast a very gracious fooling last night. I sent thee 6pence for thy sweetheart.
And I did give it to my sweetheart.
Excellent! Why, this is the best fooling when all is done. Now a song.
Come on, there's 6pence for you. Let's have a song.
There's a coin of me too. If one night
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
Oh, a love song, a love song?
I care not for good life.
Oh, no. Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stand here, your true love's coming. Then and sing both high and low, trip no further, pretty sweeting. Journeys end in lovers meeting, every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent, good, Faith. Good.
Oh, what is love is not hereafter, present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure, in delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me, sweet and 20, use of stuff will not endure.
A mellifluous voice, as I am a true knight.
A contagious breath.
Very sweet and contagious, Faith.
To hear by the nose, it is dulcet in contagion. But shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl in a catch and draw 3 souls out of one weaver? Shall we do that?
And you love me. Let's do it! Begin for it begins with hold thy peace.
Oh, I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Come, begin.
Hold thy peace, and I prithee hold thy peace, and I prithee hold thy peace, thou knave, hold thy peace, and I prithee 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 hold thy peace.
If my lady have not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
My lady's a cotillion. We are politicians. Malvolio's a pegaramsey, and 3 merry men be we. Am not I consanguineous? Am I not of her blood? Tilly Valley lady, there dwelt a man in Babylon, lady.
Beshrew me, the knight's an admirable fooling.
Aye, he does well enough if he be disposed, but so do I too. He does it with a better grace, but I do it more natural.
On the 12th day of December, my true love gave
For the love of God, peace!
My masters, are you mad? Have ye no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night?
No!
Can ye make an alehouse of my lady's house?
Yes!
Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
No! We did keep time, sir. In our
Sir Toby, I must be ground with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, my heart, since I must needs be gone.
As you say, the days are nearly done.
But I will never do
This is much
So Toby, there you lie.
Shall I bid him go?
What and if you do?
Shall I bid him go and spare not?
Oh, no, you dare not.
Out of time, sir. Ye lie. Art thou any more than a steward? Dost thou think that because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale?
Yes, by St. Anne, and ginger shall be hot in the mouth, too.
Thou art in the right. Go, sir. Rub your chain with crumbs. A stoop of wine, Briar.
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor as anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears!
Oh, 'twere as good a deed as to drink when a man's a-hungry, to challenge him to the field, and then to break promise with him and make a fool of him!
Do it, knight. I'll write thee a challenge, or deliver thy indignation by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the Dukes was today with thy lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us. Possess us. Tell us something of him.
Marry, sir, sometimes he is a kind of Puritan.
Oh, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog!
For what, being a Puritan?
The devil a Puritan that he is, an affectioned ass. The best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies, that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him. And on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What will thou do?
I will plant in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the color of his beard, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my Lady Ordice. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent! I smell a device!
Have it in my nose, too!
He will think from the letters that thou wilt drop that they come from my niece and that she is in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass!
Ass, I doubt not.
Oh, 'twill be admirable!
Sport royal, I warrant you. I know my physic will work with him. I will plant you two, and let Fabian make a third where he shall find the letter. Observe his construction of it. For this night, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell.
Good night, sweet princess. In flights of angels, sing me.
Oh, me! She's a good wench!
She's a beagle. True bred. One that adores me. What of that?
I was adored once, too.
That's to bed, knight. Thou hast need sent for more money.
Not recover your knees and a foul way out.
Send for more money, knight. If thou hast or not in the end, call me cut.
Whoa! I do not, never trust me. Take it how you will.
Come. Come. I'll go burn some sack. It's too late to go to bed now. Come on. Come, knight. Dad. Dad.
music. Now, good Cesare, but that piece of song, that old and antique song we heard last night, methought did relieve my passions much. More than light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy-paced times. Come, but one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship, that should play it.
Who was it?
Festi, the jester, my lord. A fool the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He is about the house.
Then seek him out, and have the musicians play the tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, and the sweet pangs of it remember me, for I am as all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is thrown.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art. Thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, boy?
A little. By your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion.
She is not worth thee. What years of age?
About your years, my lord.
Oh, by heaven! Then still the woman taken elder than herself, so wears she to him. So sways she level in her husband's heart, for, boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost in war than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
So they are. Alas, that they are so. To die even when they to perfection grow.
My lord.
Come, fellow, the song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario. It is silly soothe and dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
I prithee. Cesario, sing.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath. I am slain by a fair cruel maid. My shroud of white stuck all with you. Oh, prepare it, oh, prepare my part of death. No one so true did share it, Not a flower sweet on my black coffin let there be strowed. Not a friend greet my poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. 1,000 songs to sing. Sad true lover, never find my grave. To weep there, to weep there, to weep there, to weep there.
This for thy pains.
No pains, sir. I take pleasure
at leisure then.
Truly, sir. And pleasure will be paid, one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
Now the melancholy god protect thee.
And the tailor make thy doublet of changeable taffeta, for thy minds of very opal. I would have men of such constancy put to sea, that their business be everything, and their intent everywhere. For that's it that always makes a good voyage of nothing. Farewell.
Let all the rest give place. Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands, the parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her. Tell her I hold as gilly as fortune. But 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her in attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir,
I cannot be so answered.
so but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention, alas, that love may be called appetite. No motion of the liver but the palate, that suffers surfeit, cloyment, and revolt. But mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman could bear me and that I owe Olivia.
But I know
What dost thou know?
too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be were I perhaps a woman, I should your lordship.
What's her history?
Blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat, like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye. That's the theme. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Say, my love can give no place. Bide no delay.
Come thy way, Senor Baby.
Nay, I'll come. If I lose a scruple of this sort, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have this niggardly, rascally sheep fighting from this unnotable shame?
I would exult, man. You know he brought me out of favor with my lady about a bear being here.
And to anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we shall fool him black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not. It is pity of our lives.
Woo! How now, my medal of Indies?
Get ye all three up there. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He's been yonder in the sun practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Hi, in the name of jesting. Lie thou there, for here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard Olivia herself come thus near that, should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on't?
He isn't overweening rogue.
Oh, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. How he struts under his advanced plumes.
Slight could so beat the rogue. Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Rogue!
Pistol him, pistol him. Peace, peace. Fie on him, Jezebel. Peace. Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state,
For a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me in my patterned velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone.
Peace, peace.
And then, to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Bolts and jacks.
Peace, peace, peace. Now, now.
7 of my men with an obedient start make out for him. I frown the while, perchance wind up my watch, or play with some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
I extend my hand to him, thus quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
And does Toby not give you a blow on the lips then?
Saying, cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness!
Outstab!
Nay, patience. Or we break the sinews of our plots.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
It was I. For many do call me fool.
Why, what employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
The spirit of humor intimates reading aloud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's. And thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt of question her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's. Why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes. Her very phrases. By your leave, Wax. Soft. The impressure, her Lucrece with which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady. To whom should this be?
Peace wins him, liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. Follows the meter's altered. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio,
Hang thee badgers.
may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
A fustian riddle.
Excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Hey, but first, let me see.
What a dish of poison has she dressed in?
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her, she is my lady. This is evident to any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this. In the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make it resemble something in me. Softly. M-O-A-I. Moai.
I make up that. Now is it a cold scent?
M. Malvolio, M. Where that begins my name.
Did not I say he would work it out? The cur is excellent at faults.
M. consonancy in the sequel. It suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
Aye, or I'll cudgel him and make him cry.
And then I comes behind.
Aye, and you had an eye behind you. You might see more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you.
M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as the former. And yet, to crush it a little, it would bow to me. For every one of those letters are in my name. Soft, here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands. Let thy blood and spirit embrace them. And to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tag with arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say, remember. Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee steward still. The fellow of servants are not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell. She that would alter services with thee, the fortunate, unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point device the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me. For every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered. And in this, she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction, drives me to these habits of her liking. Oh, I thank my stars, I am happy. It will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised! Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well, therefore in my presence still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
I will not give my part of this sport for pensions of thousands.
I could so marry this wench for this device.
So could I too!
And ask no other dowry with her but such another jest.
Nor I neither. Here comes my noble gull catcher.
Wilt thou put thy foot on my neck?
Or mine either!
For thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true, does it work upon him?
Like aqua vitate with a midwife.
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will sit, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, the most excellent devil of wit!
Oh, Nick, what terrible!
Because at the end of Hi, hi, hi.
When I came to man's estate with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, gainst knaves and thieves men shut their gate, for the rain it raineth every day. With a hey-ho, the wind and the rain it raineth every day.
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
No, sir, I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
So thou mayst say the king lies by a beggar if a beggar dwell near him, or the church stands by thy tabor if thy tabor stand by the church.
You have said, sir.
I warrant, thou art a merry fellow and carest for nothing.
Oh, not so, sir. I do care for something, but in my conscience, sir, I do not care for you. And if that be to care for nothing, I would it would make you invisible.
Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
Oh, no, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly, she will keep no fool till she be married. And fools are as like to husbands as pilchards are to herrings. The husband's the bigger. Indeed, I am not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
I saw thee of late at the Duke Orsino's.
Ah, foolery does walk about the orb, sir. Like the sun, it shines everywhere. Indeed, I would be sorry, sir, but the fool should be as off with your masters with my mistress. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, and now pass upon me, I'll no more with thee. Oh, there's expenses for thee.
Jove, in his next commodity of hair, send thee a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee, I am almost sick for one, though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
My lady is within, sir. I will cost you to her whence you come. Who you are and what you would are out of my welkin. I might say element, but the word is overworn.
This fellow is wise enough to play the fool. To do that well craves a kind of wit. He must observe their mood on whom he jests, the quality of person and the time, and like the haggard, check at every feather that comes before his eye. This is a practice as full of labor as a wise man's art, for folly that he wisely shows his fit. But wise men that folly fallen, quite taint their wit.
Gentlemen! God save you.
You, sir?
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter, infiltrate me to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Taste your legs, sir. Put them to motion.
My legs, you better understand me, sir, than I understand what you mean by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean to go, sir. To enter.
I shall answer you with gate and entrance.
Out!
But we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. 'Twas never merry world since lowly feigning was called compliment. Your servant to the Duke Orsino youth.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him. For his thoughts, would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
Madam, I come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you. I beg you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit? I had rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady.
Oh, give me leave, beseech you. I did send after the last enchantment you did here, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me, you. Under your hard construction must I sit, to force that on you in a shameful cunning which you knew was none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake and baited it with all the unmuffled thoughts a tyrannous heart could think? To one of your receiving, enough is shown. A cypress, not a bosom hideth my heart. So let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not a bit. That is vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. Oh world, how apt the poor are to be proud. The bell upbraids me with the waste of time. Oh, be not afraid, good youth. I will not have you. And yet, when wit and youth are come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way. Due west.
Then westward, oh! Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. I yield nothing, madam, to my lord by me.
Stay, I prithee. Tell me what thou thinkest of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Well, then think you right. I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. A murderous guilt shows itself not more soon than love that would seem hid. Love's night is noon. Cesario. By the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so that despite all thy pride, nor wit, nor reason can thy passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from thy claws, for that I woo, thou therefore hast no cause, but rather reason thus with reason better. Love sought is good, but given unsought better.
By innocence I swear, and by my youth I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth. That no woman has, nor never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so with you, good madam, never more will I my master's tears to you
Then come again, Oedipus! For thou perhaps mayest move that heart, which now abhors, to like his love.
No! No! No, faith, I'll not stay a jot longer!
Thy reason, dear Venom, give thy reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the Duke's serving man than ever she bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love in her toward you.
Slight. Will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason. She did show favor to the youth in your sight, only to exasperate you, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should then have accosted him, and with some excellent jest, fire new from the mint, you should have struck the youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hand, and this was balked. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and you are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard. Unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt, either of valor or policy.
And it be any way, it must be with valor, for policy I hate.
Then build thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge me, the Duke's youth, to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure thyself, there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's condemnation with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go. Write it in a martial hand. Be cursed and brief. It matter not how witty, so be it eloquent in fun of invention. Go about it. Let there be gold enough in thy ink, though thou write with a goose pen. No matter about it.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the cubiculo. Go.
This is is a dear plaything to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, lad, some 2,000 strong or so. Look where the youngest friend of mine comes.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Yon gull Malvolio is turned heathen, a very renegado. He's in yellow stocking.
And cross-garter?
Most villainously. He does obey every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him. You have not seen such a thing as 'tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him. If she do, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Come, bring us where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you. But, since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire more sharp than filed steel did spur me forth.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks, and thanks, and ever thanks. And oft good turns are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. But, when my worthless is my conscience firm, you should find better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir, best first go see our lodging.
I'm not weary, and 'tis long tonight, I pray you. Let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me, I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against his duke, I did some service.
Belike you slew a great number of his people.
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel might well have given us bloody argument. And owing still the debt, if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It does not fit me. Hold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburbs at the Elephant Inn is best to lodge. I'll bespeak our diet whilst you beguile the time and feed your knowledge of viewing the town. There shall you find me.
Why are your purse?
Haply, or I should light upon some toy you have desired to purchase. And your store, I think, is not for idle market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I have sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more often begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where's Malvolio? He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant for my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He is coming, madam, but in very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if you come. I'm sure the man is tainted in his wits.
Go, call him hither.
Malvolio!
I am as mad as he.
Malvolio!
If sad and merry madness equal be. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady, ho ho.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad, lady. It could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. But what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as a very true sonnet is. Please one, and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my leg. It did come to his hands, and command shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
Bed! Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
God comfort thee! Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft?
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request. Yes, nightingales answer crows.
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great, some achieve
What
greatness,
sayest thou?
some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee!
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings,
Thy yellow stocking!
and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered?
Cross-gartered!
Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee, steward still.
What? This is very midsummer madness!
Madam, the young gentleman who lives at Orsino's court is returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him! Oh, good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have a special care of him. I dowry.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. Why, this concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose, that I may appear stubborn with him, for, as I teach you that in the letter, cast thy humble sloth, says she. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang with arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. And, consequently, sets down the manner how, as, with a sad face, a reverend carriage, a slow tongue, in the habit of some sir of note, and so forth. I have limed her. It is Jove's doing, and Jove, make me thankful. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, nor by my degree, but fellow. Everything adheres together, that no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance. What is to be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer of this. He is to be thanked.
Which way is he in the name of Satan? All the devils of hell be drawn a little, and Legion himself possess him. Yet, I'll speak to him.
Here he is, here he is. How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go off, I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Oh, how hollow the fiend speaks within him, did not I tell you? Sir Toby, my lady, prays you have a character.
Aha, does she so?
Go to. Peace. We must deal gently with him. Let me alone with him. How do you, Malvolio? How is it with you? What, man? Defy the devil! Consider he's an enemy to mankind!
You know what you say!
Lie you and speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart. Pray God he be not bewitched!
Carry his urine to the wise woman!
Nary, and it shall be done tomorrow morning if I live. For my lady would not lose him for more than I'll say.
How now, mistress?
Oh, Lord!
Go to! Do you not see you move him? This is not the way. Let me alone with him!
No way but gentleness. Gently, gently. The fiend is rough, and will not be roughly used.
How now, my ballcock? How dost thou chuck?
Sir!
I bid thee come with me.
Get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers, minx!
No, I warrant you will not hear of godliness.
Go hang yourselves all! You are idle, shallow things, and I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
Is it possible?
If this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it as improbable fiction.
His very genius hath taken the infection of the trick, man.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My nieces already have believed that he is mad, so we may carry it further for our pleasure and his penance, till our very pastime, tired and out of breath, prompt us to have mercy on him, at which time we'll bring the device to the bar and crown thee for a finder of madmen. But see!
More matter for May morning. Here's the challenge! Read it. Warrant, there's vinegar and pepper in it. Is it so saucy? Aye, is it. I warrant him, do. But read.
Give me it. Youth! Whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it.
A good note. That keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief, and to exceeding good sense, less.
I will waylay thy going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me,
Good.
thou killest me like a rogue and a villain.
Still you keep on the windy side of the law. Good.
Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better. So look to thyself, thy friend as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Aguecheek.
Oh.
This letter move him not, his legs cannot. I give it him.
You may have very fit occasion for it. He is now in some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go. Scout me for him at the corner of the orchard. So soon as ever thou seest him draw, and as thou drawest, swear for him.
Nay! Let me alone for swearing!
Oh! Now will not I deliver this letter? For the behavior of the young gentleman gives him out to be of good capacity and breeding. His employment between his lord and my niece confirms no less. Therefore this letter, being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror in the youth. He will find it comes from a clodpole. But sir, I will deliver the challenge by word of mouth, set upon Aguecheek a notable report of valor, and drive the young gentleman, as I know his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so fright them both that they will kill one another by the look.
Here he comes with their niece. Give them wait till he take leave, and presently after him.
I'll meditate a while upon some horrible message for the challenge.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor too unchary out. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong, potent fault it is that it but mocks reproof.
With that same behavior your passion bears goes on my master's grief.
Here, wear this for me. It is my picture. Oh, refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. For what shall you ask of me, that I'll deny, that honor saved me upon asking give?
Nothing but this your true love for my master.
How with mine honor may I give him that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare you well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
The defense thou hast, betake thee to it. The nature of the wrongs thou hast done him, I know not, but thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter, awaits thee at the orchard end. Therefore draw your sword, make speedy in your preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me. My remembrance is free and clear from any image of offense done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake thee to your guard. For your opposite hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and fury can furnish man withal.
Pray you, sir, what is he?
He's a knight, dubbed an unhatched rapier, non-carpet consideration, but he's a devil in private brawl.
I will return again into the house to desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of some kind of men that put quarrels purposely on others to taste their valor. Belike this is a man of that quirk.
Sir, no. His indignation derives himself out of a very contempt injury. Therefore, give you on and give him his desire.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know of the knight what my offense to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Senor Fabian, stay you by this gentleman until my return.
Pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you, even to a mortal conclusion, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
Nothing of that wonderful promise. To read him by his form as you are like to find him in the proof of his valor. He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite that you could possibly have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk toward him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
I shall be much bound to you for it. I have one that I'd rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my mettle.
He's a very devil. I have not seen such a farrago.
Pox on it, I'll not meddle with him.
He will not now be pacified. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Plague on it, and I thought he'd been valiant and so cunning in fence, I'd have seen him damned ere I'd have challenged him. Let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse, Great Capilet.
I'll make the motion. Stand there. Make a good show of it. Pray. This shall end without the perdition of souls. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you. I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I have persuaded him to use a devil.
He is as horribly conceited of him, and pants, and looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
Sir, there is no remedy. He will, for honor's sake, have one bout with you. Though he hath better bethought him of his quarrel, he finds it now scarce worth speaking of. He promises he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Give ground if you see him furious.
Come, Sir Andrew. There is no remedy. He will, for honor's sake, have one bout with you. He cannot fight the duel or avoid it. But he gives his word, as he is a gentleman and a soldier. He will not hurt you. Come, to it!
Pray God he keep his oath.
I do assure you 'tis against my will.
Put up your sword! These young gentlemen have done offense. I take the fault on me. You offend him, I for him defy you.
Why, sir, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love is yet the more that you've heard him brag to you, he will.
Hey, you be an undertaker, then I'm for
Sister Toby, hold! Here come the officers!
With you or not?
Pray you, sir, put your sword up if you please.
Marry her life, sir, and for that I promise you, I'll be as good as my word. My horse will bear you easily and rage well.
This is the man! Do the office!
Antonio, I arrest you. The suit of Duke.
You mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no, John. I know your favor well. Though now you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes of seeking you, but there's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do now? My necessity makes me to ask you for my purse. It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have showed me here, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. I'll make division of my present with you. Hold, there's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my friendship to you can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery, lest it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude in a man more than lying.
Oh, heavens
Come,
themselves!
sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which methought did promise most venerable worth dead-eye devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by away.
But oh, how vile and idle proves this God. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good features shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauty is evil, our empty trunks are flourished by the
The
devil.
man grows mad. Away with him. Come, come, sir.
Lead me on.
He thinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself. So do not I. Prove true imagination. Prove true that I, dear brother, be now taken for you.
Come in, knight. Come in, Senor Fabian.
He named Sebastian. I, my brother, know yet living in my glass. And even such and so in favor was my brother. And he went still in this fashion. Color, ornament, for him I imitate. If it prove true, tempests are kind and salt waves fresh in love.
A very dishonest poultry boy. More a coward than a hare. He proves his dishonesty in leaving his friend here in necessity. As for cowardice, ask Fabian.
A coward. A most devout coward. Religious in it. Slid, I'll after him again and beat him.
Do. Cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not. Oh, let's see the event.
I dare lay money 'twill be nothing yet.
Will you make me believe that I am not sent for you?
Go to, thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
Oh, well held out in faith. No, I do not know you, nor am I not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her. No, your name is not Master Cesario, nor this is not my nose, neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I pray thee vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly. Is there the word of some great man, and now obliged to a fool? Vent my folly. I prithee, shall I vent to her thou art coming?
I pray thee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give worse payment.
By my troth, thou hast an open hand. These wise men that give fools money give themselves a good report after 14 years of purchase.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you.
Excellent. Why, there's what's Are all the people mad? Hold, sir, I'll throw your dagger on the house.
This is when I tell my lady straight. I wouldn't be in some of your cause for tuppence.
Come, sir, hold.
Hey!
soldier, put up your iron, you will flesh, and I will be free from thee. What wouldst thou now? Thou darest to me further draw thy sword. What? Nay, then I must have an answer to this malpart blood from you.
Out of my sight! Be not offended, dear Cesario. Ruthie, be gone! I prithee, gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom and not thy passion sway in this uncivil and now unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless breaks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby mayst smile at this. Oh, thou shalt not choose but go. Do not deny. Oh, they shrew his soul for me. He started one poor heart of mine and thee.
What relish is in this? How runs this stream? Or I am mad, or else this is a dream. Let fancy still my sense and lead thee sleep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Would thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say so, and so be.
Bestie! I prithee, put on this gown and this beard. Make him believe thou art Sir Topus the curate. Do it quickly, I'll call Sir Toby the whilst.
Well, I will put it on, and I will dissemble myself in it. And I would I were the first that ever dissembled in such a gown. I am not tall enough to become the function well, nor lean enough to be thought a good student. Ah, the competitors enter.
Jove bless thee, Master Parson.
Buenos dias. Buenos dias, Sir Toby. But as the old hermit of Prague never saw pen and ink, wittily said to a niece of King Gorboduc, that is. And so I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson. But what is that but that, and is, but is?
To him, Sir Topus.
Oh. What ho, I say? Peace in this prison.
The knave counterfeits well. A good name.
Who calls there? Sir Topus the curate comes to visit Malvolio, the lunatic.
Sir Topus, good Sir Topus, go to my lady!
Out, hyperbolical fiend! How vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Well said, Master Parson.
Sir Topus, never was man thus wronged. Good Sir Topus, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Aye, thou dishonest Satan. I call thee by the most modest of terms, for I am one of those gentle souls that will use the devil himself with courtesy. Sayest thou that house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topus. I am not mad, Sir Topus. I say to you, this house is dark as ignorance. Though ignorance were as dark as hell. And I say to you, never was man thus abused. I am no more mad than you are. I'll make the trial of it by any constant question.
Fare thee well. Remain thou still in darkness.
Sir Topus!
Fare thee well.
Sir Topus! Most exquisite Sir Topus!
Nay, I am done with this.
Thou mightest have done this without a gown and beard. He sees thee not.
To him in thine own voice, and give me word of how thou findest him. I would we were well rid of this knavery. If he may be conveniently delivered, I would he were. For I am now in so far offence with my niece, I cannot pursue with any safety this sport to the upshot. Come by to my chamber.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin. Fool. Tell me how thy lady does.
Fool!
Why, my lady is unkind, Bernie.
Fool, I say!
Who calls, huh?
Good fool! As ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand, help me to a candle, pen, ink, and some paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for't.
Master Malvolio!
Sir Topas!
May say no words with him, good fellow. Who, I, sir? Oh, not I, sir. God, why you, good Sir Topas? Marry, amen. I will, sir, I will. Goodbye, Sir Topas. Farewell.
Fool, I say!
Well, alas, sir, be patient. What say you, sir? I am Shed for speaking to you.
Good fool, help me to some light and some paper. I tell you, I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well, the day that you were, sir.
Good fool, some light, some ink, and some paper, and convey what I will set down to my lady. It shall advantage thee more than ever the bearing of a letter did.
I will fetch you lights and paper and ink.
Fool, prithee be gone!
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, I do feel it and see it. And though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the inn. Yet there he had been, and there I found this crate, that he did range the town to seek me out. His counsel now might do me golden service. For though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust, but that I am mad. Or else the lady's mad. Yet, if 'twere so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs, and their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Slay not this haste of mine. If you mean well, now go with me, and with this holy man into the chantry by. There, before him, and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. He shall conceal it, whiles who are willing it shall come to note. What time we will our celebration keep according to my birth. What do you say?
I'll follow this good man, and go with me, and having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good father, and heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Now, as thou lovest me, let me see his letter.
Good Master J.B. grant me another request.
Anything.
Do not desire to see this letter.
Belonging to the Lady Olivia, friends.
Aye, sir, we are some of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary. The better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I am an ass, so that by my foes, sir, I may profit in the knowledge of myself, and by my friends I am abused. And so conclusions to be as kisses, if your 4 negatives make your 2 affirmatives. Why then, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Why, this is excellent.
By my troth, sir, no. Though it please you to be one of my friends.
Thou shalt not be the worse for me. There's gold. You can fool no more money out of me at this throw. If you will let your lady know that I am here to speak with her, and bring her along with you, it may awake my bounty further.
Marry, sir, lullaby to your bounty till I come again. I go, sir. I would not have you to think that my desire of having is sin and covetousness. But as you say, sir, let your bounty take a nap. I will awake it anon.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well. Yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. A bubbling vessel was he captain of, for shallow dropped and bulk unprizable. With which such scathful grapple did he make with the most noble bottom of our fleet. That very envy and the tongue of loss cried fame and honor on him. What's the matter?
Duke Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the Phoenix. And this is he that did your flagship board when your young nephew Titus lost his leg. Here in the streets, desperate of shame and state, in private brabble did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side. But in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what was but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness has brought thee to their mercies, whom thou, in terms so bloody and so dear, hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess on base and grounds enough Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither, that most ungrateful boy there by your side. From the rude seas enraged and foamy mouth did I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave him. For his sake that I exposed myself under the dangers of this adverse town. Drew to defend him when he was beset, where, being apprehended, his false cunning denied me mine own purse, which I recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord. And for 3 months before, both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess, now heaven walks on earth. As for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me, but more of that anon. Take him aside.
What would my lord but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Gracious
Now, what do
Olivia.
you say, Cesario? Good my lord.
My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ears howling after music.
Still so cruel?
Still so constant, lord.
What? To perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul the faithfulest offerings hath breathed out that air devotion tender. What shall I do?
Even what it please my lord, that shall become him.
Why should I not have the heart to do it? Like to the Egyptian thief at point of death, kill what I love. A savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly, but hear me this. Since you do non-regard and cast my faith, and that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor. Live you the marble-breasted tyrant still, but this your minion, whom I know you love and whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly. Him will I tear out of that cruel lie where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me, my thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb that I do love, to spite a raven's heart than a dove.
And I, most jocund, apt, and willingly to do you rest, 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love. More than I love these eyes, more than my life. More by all mores than e'er I shall love wife. If I do feign you witnesses above, punish my life for tainting of my love.
I me, detested. How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come away.
Whither, my lord? Cesario. Husband. Stay.
Husband?
Aye, husband. Can he not deny?
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario. Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as that thou fearest. Oh, welcome, Father. Father, I charge thee by thy reverence, here to unfold what thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by mutual joinder of your hands, and all the ceremony of this compact sealed in my function by my testimony.
Oh, thou dissembling cub! What wilt thou be when time hath sowed a drizzle on thy case? Or will not else thy craft so quickly grow, that thine own trip shall be thine overthrow? Farewell, and take her, but direct to thy feet, where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Do not swear. Hold little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God, surgeon! Send one presently to Sir Toby!
What's the matter?
He has broken my head across and has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too! For the love of God, your help!
Who has done this, Sir Andrew?
The Duke's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario?
Oh, my feelings, here he is! You broke my head for nothing, and that I did, I was set on to do by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me?
on. Ha! That's hurt me and there's an end on it. Sot? I shall see the surgeon, Sot.
Oh, he drunk, Sir Toby, an hour agone. His eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
He's a rogue. I hate a drunken rogue.
Oh, away with him.
I'll help you, Sir Toby.
Oh, will you help? Get him to bed. Let us hurt with him, too.
I'm sorry, madam. I've hurt your kinsman. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one. Even for the vows we made each other, but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and two persons? A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio! Oh, my dear Antonio! How have the hours racked and tortured me since I have lost thee?
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. How can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere? I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Messalina. Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too, so went he suited to his watery tomb. Your spirits can assume both form and suit your cognifratas.
A spirit I am indeed, but am in that dimension grossly clad, which from the womb I did participate. Were you a woman as the rest goes even, should my tears let fall upon your cheek and say thrice welcome, drowned Viola?
My father had a mole upon his brow.
So had mine.
And died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years.
Oh, that record is lively in my soul. He indeed finished his mortal act that day that made my sister 13 years.
If nothing lets to make us happy both, but this my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me, till each circumstance of place, time, fortune do agree and prove that I am Viola. All the occurrence of my fortune since hath been between this lady and this lord.
So comes it, lady, you have been mistook. You would have been contracted to a maid. Nor are you therein by my life deceived. You are betrothed both to a maid and man.
Be not amazed. Right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy! Thou hast said to me 1,000 times thou never shouldst love woman like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear. And those swearings keep as true in soul as doth that orbed continent the fire that severs day from night.
Give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments. He upon some action is now in prison at Malvolio's command. A gentleman and follower of my lady's.
I shall discharge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. Oh, and yet, alas, now I do remember me. They say poor gentleman is much distract. How does he, Sirrah?
Oh, truly, madam, he holds Beelzebub up at the stave's end, as well as man in his case may do, as here read a letter to you. I should have given to you today morning.
Open it and read it.
Look then to be well edified when the fool delivers the madman. By the Lord, madam!
How now? Art thou mad?
No, madam, I do but read madness.
Read it you, Sirrah.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right, or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam. The savor's not much of distraction.
See him deliver Fabian. Bring him hither. My lord, so please you, these things further thought on, to think me as well a sister as a wife, one day shall crown the alliance on it, here at my house and at my proper cost.
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for your service done him so much against the mettle of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you called me master for so long, here's my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
And sister, you are she.
Is this the madman?
Aye, my lord. The same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray, peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Tell me in the modesty of honor why you have given me such clear lights of favor. Made me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people. And, acting this in an obedient hope, why you have suffered me to be imprisoned, tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. Though I confess, much like the character, but out of question, 'tis Mariah's hand. I do bethink me, 'twas she first told me thou wast mad. Prithee, be content. This practice hath passed most shrewdly upon thee. But when we know the grounds and authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak. Most freely I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here. Maria read the letter at Sir Toby's great importance. In recompense whereof he hath married her. How with a sportful malice it was followed, may rather pluck on laughter than revenge.
Oh, lads, poor fool, how they have baffled thee.
Why, some are born great. Some achieve greatness. And some have greatness thrust upon them. I was one in this interlude, sir. One Certopus, sir. But that's all one. By the Lord, fool, I am not mad. And thus the whirligig of time brings in his revenges.
I'll be revenged on the whole back of you!
He has been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and put him to a peace. In the meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Cesario, come, or so you shall be while you are a man, but when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress, and his fancy's queen.
When I came alas, rain it raineth every day. When I came unto my bed with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, with tosspot still had drunken heads, for the rain is